Karibuni na asanteni kwa kuwa nasi. The name again is Nduku. I am the host on Kumbukeni. This is our new series, METHALI ya SIKU, Proverb of the Day. Today is day 2, SIKU ya pili. Our proverb today is baada ya dhiki faraji. Baada ya dhiki faraji. Baada ya dhiki faraji. The translation is after tribulation or tribulation, based on where you're from and how you pronounce the word, is comfort. After tribulation is comfort. The meaning, the literal meaning is that in KiUbuntu, Kiswahili, baada ya dhiki na taabu, mara nyingi huja nafuu na raha. Baada ya dhiki na taabu, mara nyingi huja nafuu na raha. Baada ya dhiki na taabu, mara nyingi huja nafuu na raha. After hardship and suffering often comes relief and happiness. It literally means that after one goes through struggle, pain, and hardship, relief eventually comes. Just as night is followed by morning, storm is followed by sunrise, suffering is followed by joy or rest. What is the use? Matumizi. Methali hii hutumiwa kumpoza mtu aliyepatikana na shida. Methali hii hutumiwa kumpoza mtu aliyepatikana na shida. This proverb is used to comfort someone who is facing trouble. This proverb teaches hope, resilience, and the cyclical nature of life. For us Africans, that's very important. Your life is not just yours. Your life is ancestors that have come before you. Your life is generations to come after you. And not just understanding that, but knowing that you are not just you. You are all those people that have come before you and those who are going to come after you. Cyclical nature. And therefore, when you look at life that way, it is better to understand that after suffering comes comfort, because you're not just looking at your own suffering, you're looking at generations. And there's hope. There's a bigger hope in understanding that for a people like us, Black people, WanaUbuntu, African people, that despite the generations of maafa, we are going to get to a place of comfort, right? And we're not talking about a heaven. That's not what we're talking about. We are talking about actually here on earth. And also, it's gonna come because of our own efforts, not because I'm relying on some entity that we cannot see. That may be the case. There's a creator, we have our ancestors, and we always ask them to guide us and clear the path for us. But it definitely, mostly will be because of our doing, because we actively participate in getting it done. We don't just sit by and wait. It reminds us that no struggle lasts forever. Suffering, no matter how heavy, often opens the way for healing, growth, and new beginnings. It also encourages patience and endurance, because comfort may not be immediate, but it is promised after hardship. It's promised by nature, not necessarily an entity. How does this look in relation to what we're facing? How does it look in practical terms? Our historical struggles, right? The slavery, the enslavement of our people, the colonization of our people, and apartheid, in states like the United States and in states like South Africa. Africans endured centuries of exploitation, forced labor, displacement, and erasure of culture. We still face some of this. This proverb speaks to the belief that despite those atrocities, freedom movements and decolonization eventually has emerged, and forms as forms of faraji, right? Relief. It is the hope of liberation that sustains many freedom fighters. In terms of neocolonialism and economic exploitation, again, Baba Mbandaka told us that instead of looking at the mountain of sand, we should look at our feet and start there. The mountain is really overwhelming. And if you as a revolutionary, if you as one who fights for the freedom of your people, let's make it simple. We don't need titles. We need simple action that makes what we do be more relatable, makes what we do not seem as some elitist defined concept that we, the masses, have no idea what it means and we just repeat. No, we're just talking about we as the masses. We're tired of being exploited. We're tired of being oppressed. We're tired of not knowing what we will put on the table for food. We're tired of eating food that makes us sick. We're tired of not knowing why we are getting sick all of a sudden. And we're tired of being disconnected from each other. And so we want to do something about the thing that causes all those discomforts that we are experiencing, the things that deny us our humanity. We want to do something about it. We are doing something about it. And that's what revolution is. We want to live our full human lives. And we will fight for it. For generations to come, we will continue fighting until we get it. So, again, the neocolonialism and economic exploitation. Even today, Africa faces poverty, resource exploitation, foreign interference, and corruption. Baada ya dhiki faraji can be understood as a reminder that these struggles will not define Africa forever. Through unity, self-determination, and innovation, Africans can move toward relief and sovereignty. But this has to be done in an Afrocentric way. It cannot be done through the prism of the white man. For the diaspora experiences, Africans in the diaspora often live with racism. This is how I have come to know what racism is, because I have lived and seen it. Africans who are descendants of enslaved Africans have it in their blood running through epigenetics, right? Some of them, generations not too far behind, were sharecroppers. They experienced it, right? Marginalization and systemic oppression. The proverb offers a source of encouragement that though tribulation or tribulation is real and painful, collective resilience and progress will bring dignity and empowerment. Everyday life struggles. On a personal level, Africans everywhere face trials, unemployment, health challenges, political instability, gender-based oppression. Again, this gender-based oppression, I want to focus, and for me, it's the oppression of women. I want to focus on that. That's what I want to focus on. It's not what I'm not touching. It's what needs to be talked about. Our women need to be returned to a place of honor because the family is broken without them. They literally are life givers. Without the woman, the child is not born. I don't care how progressive scientists think they can get, but without the woman, the child is not born. And so there's no life and there's no continuation of life. So just that childbearing aspect, that bringing of life aspect deserves honor, if nothing else. Africans everywhere. This proverb becomes a word of comfort, reminding individuals and families that no hardship is permanent and joy can return. So we can apply this in our social movements to encourage perseverance in the fight for justice, equality, and African sovereignty. In our community solidarity, to offer comfort when families or communities face economic or social hardships. In our personal lives, to remind someone struggling with poverty, illness, or grief that relief will follow. And then for the Pan-African collective, in that context, it fuels hope. This proverb fuels hope that the current state of Africa under exploitative systems is not the final word. An Africa rooted in Ubuntu and self-determination will rise, because we are not going to rest until it does. Asanteni, karibuni, siku njema, Kila, heri. Kwaherini. Do not forget to register for our KiUbuntu classes under the different tiers. They run from $9 to $50. We have 4 tiers at Patreon, on Patreon, and that is patreon.com/Kumbukeni. Patreon.com. Let me see if I can pull that up. If we have here the banner so that you can all see it. Patreon.com/Kumbukeni. It is not here. Yep. Patreon.com/Kumbukeni. Check it out, sign up. And for those who have signed up, I thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you for our first session this Friday that is available to everyone, where I'll be teaching you how to pronounce the alphabet, because that is the foundation of KiUbuntu. You have to learn how to pronounce the different sounds of KiUbuntu. People always ask me with my name, Ndu. Is it Nduko? Do you pronounce the N separate from the D? Do you pronounce them together? And I always tell them the ND is one sound. In Bantu culture, in Bantu languages, the ND is one sound. And so that's what I'll be teaching you. And also, from experience in past classes, we've seen that students who have an English background, who've never learned or spoken African languages, you need help with how to place your tongue in your mouth to pronounce these sounds of African languages. So that's what we'll be doing. And I look forward to helping you all in your journey of learning KiUbuntu. Asanteni sana, kwa herini.